Bonjour, Émilie Talpin, OM System Ambassador in the US. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I thought I would finish this series on bird photography and tell you about composition. What is a good composition when you are photographing birds? So, let's get started. When you see a bird that you have wanted to see for a really long time, you get so excited, or at least I get so excited, that sometimes I forget some of the basic, like how my camera works. I'm not kidding. It's kind of embarrassing, but sometimes it happens. We are in the moment, we're so excited to see it, and we also forget about composition. We just shoot, 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 shoot. Well, sometimes it's really good to take a deep breath, not press on the shutter, and think about what we are capturing and how we're capturing it. And having a good composition is really essential to make a good photography. So what is a good composition? Well, this photo right here of this little chickadee is not a great composition. There are branches everywhere. It's a mess. So not a good composition. Now this is a little bit better, right? You isolated your subject, and also your subject should not be centered, right? You don't want to, most of the time you don't want your subject to be at the center of your image. How about this snowy owl? Here, I mean, you have the roof that is a big part of your composition. It's not adding anything to your image. So here, this is a much better composition. Tighter crop, so I don't even know that the snowy owl is on the roof. Now, is it a good image? I don't think so, but at least it's a little bit improved by the crop. Now, let's take a look at those goose. Those two Canadian goose, they are ready for the landing. Here, I like the colors, I love the action shots, but what did I do that was so wrong? Look at the top, there is so much space here. It's not bringing anything to my image. Look at the bottom, I cut the reflection. The reflection is an integral part of your image, because here I feel like I'm missing part of my subject. So when you take a photo, try to go around your viewfinder. What is cropped, and is that going to be a problem? Are you cropping something that you shouldn't be cropping? Like here, the reflection. So here, this photo, it's much better. I included the reflection. And also, there is something to be said for numbers. How many birds do you want to add? 2 is usually not great. We like to have odd numbers, like 1 or like here 3. That is a much more pleasing image. Now, let's take a look at this stock photo. I actually took this one from inside my car as I was coming back home to France, and I just saw the stork. I told my uncle who was driving, stop right here, open your window, and I started shooting. I really like that greenery, but I didn't have much space to take the photo. I was inside the car and I was limited by the window frame of the car. And so this is what I got. So can you tell me what the problems are? Yes, you're right. Here, first of all, my bird is dead center. That's not good. You always want to give space to the bird. So if it's flying or if it's moving, you want to make sure that you have space in the direction that the bird is flying and moving. So it doesn't feel to the viewer that your bird is constricted, is stuck into that frame. Also, dead center, not a good idea, right? I want to move my bird probably to the right and do a crop here. And oh my God, I cannot believe I did that. But as I said, as I explained, I was inside the car, didn't have much time to take this image. I could have stopped, but if I had gotten out, I probably would have scared it. And also, my family was waiting for me in France. They were very excited that I was coming back. So I also didn't want to start taking photo of birds when the food was ready for me to eat. So there are times where this is the best shot that I could get at that time. And here, yeah, the reflection is cropped, so that's not good. But you know what? I came back to the same location, actually across the street, and I went back at a time where the light was much more pleasing, early in the morning, so golden light, or late in the evening, same thing, golden light. So you know that the light is softer, you have that golden light that really helps create a better image. And here I gave space to my subject to walk, and I did not cut the reflection. This is a much better image. Now, I don't like the bird to go to the right because we read left to right, and for me, I feel like I'm getting away, I'm getting out of the image, so I like my bird to usually face the opposite. People might say the opposite, that's just how I feel. I like usually the birds to go towards the left, then I circle back into the image. To me, it's just in my brain, it makes sense, but maybe it's different for some of you. So, I mean, art, beauty, it's all subjective, right? We all are attracted to different things, and that's good because that means there is more diversity. So know the rules, the rule of third, make sure you don't put anything in the center, but know how to break them, because sometimes for a portrait, I feel like if the bird is not moving, maybe it's okay to put it in the center, it works. And there are always exceptions to the rules, but you need to know those rules before you break them. So I hope this video about my last tips to help you improve your bird photography was helpful. Do you have any other composition tips that you want to share with everybody? I just give you some basic one, but there are plenty of other great tips that I feel like we can talk about for this week's video. And I want to thank you again for all your support. If you are not a subscriber, well, it's never too late. Click on the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And again, thank you so much for all your support. I really, truly appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Until then, happy shooting. Au revoir.